How much revenue one of those protein shakes did it have?
5 million.
5 million a month, all right?
Yeah,
So you can imagine that if you want to beat that guy, you got to sell more than 5 million a month. Is that real starting off? No. So you got to find opportunities. Here's the other thing to keep in mind. Let me tell you two very important fundamentals on the Amazon game. How do you win the Amazon game? But there's two specific things that determine whether you can win the Amazon game or you don't. Two things, that's it. You can call it ranking, which is determined by something called sales velocity. So the game of Amazon is number one by ranking. If somebody searches for protein shakes and Natural Slim doesn't show up, are they gonna buy my protein shakes? Right, I'm not gonna be there. So I have to make sure that I'm being found on the search engine. There are so many people trying to sell their product. Think about that. $500 billion in yearly revenue internationally. That's a lot of products. Don't walk out of here thinking that you're gonna bring a multi-million-dollar brand overnight, because it doesn't work like that. You gotta put in the work and get all these things going and be intelligent about what you're doing and try something out, and it doesn't work, try something else out. I promise you, if you persist, you're gonna win, because failure is really something that you make up, that it just really is giving up on something. The ones that actually keep on pushing, those ones eventually win. That's the game of marketing.
The only way to fail is to stop.
The only way to fail is to stop, correct. Now, sometimes you run out of money, right? But hey, even then when you run out of money, you go and reinvent. And sometimes the product doesn't work out and you go and find another product that does work out. If you eventually keep on pushing, you will eventually succeed, right? That's just the way it is. That's the game of business. So ranking is the number one thing. What determines what shows up at the top when you search for protein shake is determined by something called sales velocity, all right? The more you sell of a product every day, it's very simple. When you search on your desktop and you go to Amazon.com and you search for protein shakes, on average, you get 32 responses. 32 things show up. 32 Amazon products are showing up on that search result, all right, on average. How do you become one of those 32? By sales velocity. What Amazon does is they say, okay, whoever is selling the most out of all these protein shakes is gonna go at the top. Whoever is selling the second most goes second place. Whoever sells the third most is third place. It is very simple and logical. So the sales velocity determines your ranking. So imagine what Rob just said. How much revenue one of those protein shakes did it have?
5 million. The top
5 million a month, all right?
Yeah.
So you can imagine that if you want to beat that guy, you got to sell more than 5 million a month.
Yeah.
Is that real starting off? No. So you got to find opportunities. Here's the other thing to keep in mind. On Amazon, there's many different searches being performed every day. They came out with a number the other day that is close to 30% of all searches being done every day are new searches never before performed on Amazon. Protein shake for weight loss, protein shake keto shake for protein, blah, blah, blah.
For women.
All these variations of words that people make up because they're searching, a lot of those variations are new. So your job is to work enough so you can position yourself in some of these. You don't have to be everywhere. For example, if you search for metabolism protein shake, right? Weight loss metabolism protein shake. So let's do it. I haven't tested this out. All right.
Metabolism, what are those?
Metabolism protein shake. Metabolism protein shake. Okay. So when you search for this, keep going down. I'm right here. Look at this. I made it. I had not tested this out.
The crazy thing about Amazon is you can pay an ad and have your product shown right against the top sellers.
You can pay for it.
You would never do that in Target. You would never get if you want to launch a protein powder, you would never get it on the shelf in Target next to these big players. On Amazon, you can pay $2 and get your product shown next to it.
Correct. And that's we're gonna try to end with like showing you guys how to start and launch to begin with, because that's crucial. Paying to be on that spot and trying to be profitable, it's a big part of it, because that gives you sales velocity. You can pay for that spot, but that's gonna cost you money. These other ones, I didn't have to pay to show up. Over time, I earned my position with my sales velocity there. That result cost me $0 to show up. So it becomes a magical thing because it's free traffic and it becomes a snowball machine. But I promise you, it did not start overnight. All right, I can tell you horror stories. I used to update my Amazon platform 70 times a day trying to get sales. And at the end of the day, I had 2 sales or something like that. It's part of it. Now we sell 1,000 units a day or more, something like that, right? So, it's a process like anything else. Ranking is number 1. And number 2, reviews is the second thing that determines whether you grow your Amazon brand. And again, there's a lot of different details that goes into this, but this is the formula on Amazon. You need to get enough ranking so people can see you when they search for any keyword variation. And there's thousands, millions of variations. And when they find you eventually, people buy products based on other people's opinions on Amazon. Word of mouth determines whether you are successful on the Amazon platform or not. If you go to Amazon and you search for a protein shake, you're not gonna buy a random brand with 0 reviews. Unfortunately, you're not gonna do so. So if you're launching a brand and you think that you're so special because your protein shakes are from the mountains of the Himalayas, and it's gonna make you younger 55 years just by drinking it, and it's like literally replacing the fountain of youth, nobody's gonna care about that because there is no other opinion stating so. Your opinion does not matter in the equation. If you have a revolutionary product, people will still not buy it on Amazon because they're not gonna trust it because people trust other people's opinions. So that doesn't mean that there's no hope. What I'm saying is that your early stages for the first couple of months is to generate sales velocity and then getting those people that bought your products with a lot of one-to-one touch to write reviews about your product and getting enough reviews eventually so you can actually compete with the boys presenting themselves in that search result. If somebody has on that first page result, there's like brands that have 1,000 reviews, 600 reviews, 800, 700, you better have at least 100 reviews to compete with those guys. Unfortunately, the game of Amazon is in no small part determined by your position on ranking and your reviews on your listing. But there are strategies that Rob here can help with and that we can teach you guys on how to generate a bunch of reviews from your friends and family, from product giveaways, from social media, from a lot of different things.